Maayong buntag sa inyong tanan. Karon, mobisita kami sa Cebu City.
History of Cebu. The name Cebu comes from the Old Cebuano. Cebu or Cebu, a shortened form of Sinibuang Hingpit, the place for trading. It was originally applied to the harbors of the town of Cebu, the Asian name for Cebu City. Cebu is a province of the Philippines located in the Central Visayas region and consists of a main island and 167 surrounding islands and islets. Its capital is Cebu City, the Queen City of the South, the oldest city and first capital of the Philippines, which is politically independent from the provincial government. The Rahanate of Cebu was a native kingdom which existed in Cebu prior to the arrival of the Spaniards. It was founded by Sri Lumay, otherwise known as Rahamuda Lumaya, a half-Malay, half-Tamil prince of the Kola dynasty who invaded Sumatra in Indonesia. Alternate renditions of the name by the traders between the 13th to 16th centuries include Cebu, Sibuy, Zubu, or Zebu, among others. Sugbu or Sugbu in turn is derived from the Old Cebuano term for scorched earth or great fire. The Cebu metropolitan area or Metro Cebu is the second largest metropolitan area in the Philippines, with Cebu City as the main center of commerce, trade, education, and industry in the Visayas. Its prosperous port capital, Cebu City, retains landmarks from its 16th century Spanish colonial past, including the Basilica Minore del Santo Niño Church and triangular Fort San Pedro.
Ug karon, tan-awan naton ang daan nga mga istruktura sa mga balay sa syudad sa Cebu. Let's start with old structure and houses first. Yap San Diego Ancestral House. Yap San Diego, built in the late 17th century. The Yap San Diego Ancestral House is one of the oldest houses in the Philippines. Museo Sugbo. Museo Sugbo is the Cebu Provincial Museum, located siya sa Cebu Provincial Detention and Rehabilitation Center. Jesus House. Museo de Parian. The Jesus House can claim to be the oldest dated house in the Philippines. Ito ay matatagpuan sa Parian District of Cebu City. Archeo-Diocesan Museum of Cebu. Archidiocesan Museum of Cebu, or simply the Cebu Cathedral Museum, is situated right across the Cebu Metropolitan Cathedral. It houses numerous religious artifacts from the Spanish period. Rizaliana Museum. The Rizaliana is located on Mabini Street in Cebu in a university in the southern Philippines. Exhibits the clothes, pants of Jose Rizal, the most famous national hero in the Philippines. Rizal Memorial Library and Museum. Dedicated to the national hero Jose Rizal, it was designed by Filipino architect Juan Marcos Arellano, who also designed the Cebu Provincial Capitol building. Casa Gorordo. Casa Gorordo is a house museum located in the Parian area of Cebu, the oldest city in the Philippines, a 3-story pre-war neoclassical heritage site and landmark in Cebu City, Philippines. It is owned and managed by the Ramon R. Abutais Foundation Incorporated. Cebu Heritage Monument. The Heritage of Cebu Monument is a tableau of sculpture made of concrete, bronze, brass, and steel showing scenes about events and structures related to the history of city. Tableau is parang ginagamit siya sa art, for example, para i-describe yung painting or photograph. Fort San Pedro. Fuerte de San Pedro is a military defense structure in Cebu, built by the Spanish under the command of Miguel Lopez de Legazpi, first governor of the Captaincy General of the Philippines. And lastly, Basilica del Santo Niño. The Basilica Minor del Santo Niño de Cebu is a minor basilica in Cebu City that was founded in 1565 by Fray Andres de Urdaneta. Cebu City top tourist destination. This destination is a paradise for any type of traveler.
And Cebu is one of the most diverse destinations in the Philippines.
Whether you're a beach bum, an adventure seeker,
A history buff,
or a food lover, Cebu City Tour. So what are you waiting for? Let's travel first.
the Magellan's Cross, Fort San Pedro, Colony Street,
Heritage of Cebu Monument, Santo Niño Basilica, Yap San Diego Ancestral House,
and last, Taoist Temple. Ug karon, tan-awon naton ang mga lame nga gipahambog sa Cebu. Hopia. Hopia is one of the favorite snack of the Filipinos because of its delight taste. It is bean filled mooncake pastry originally introduced by Fujianese centuries ago. It has different flavors like mango, ube, pork, and chocolate that will surely ease your craving tummy. Chicharon Karkar. Crack on every bite, chicharon comes with different flavors. It could be a chicken, beef, fish, or pork skin. There are a lot of chicharon manufactured in Cebu, but based on Cebuano's chicharon from Karkar is the best chicharon in the island because of its unique and scrumptious meaty taste. It is mostly sold in terminal store or along your journey towards South and North Cebu. Pintos. Pintos was originally made from the city of Bogo. It is their special delicacy which is made of ground corn, cheese and coconut strips, and wrapped with corn husks. Every 26th of May, Bogo City celebrate Pintos Festival as the Thanksgiving for their major source of income, which is their corn plantations. Budbud. Budbud Kabog or Budbud. It is a sister of Puto Maya. They were cooked on a similar process. The only difference is Budbud is more sweeter than the Puto Maya and is fully wrapped with banana leaf. This is the best served with hot chocolate during the merienda or breakfast. Masi. Just like the other town in Cebu, Lalawan is also proud with their bite-sized sweet and chewy peanut ball called Masi. It is made of glutinous rice with sweet peanut paste filling. It is very delicious and affordable. Best for merienda, snack, or even pasalubong. Bocarillo and Bukayo. Bucarillo and bucayo are both made of coconut meat. The difference in Bucarillo's strip is thicker than the bucayo, and it has different colors formed like a flower, while bucayo's strip is thinner and molded in circle. Both are sweet and you'll love this chewy texture. Masaril. Masaril is a native delicacy originated in Mandaue City, Cebu. It is made of peanut, milk, and sugar. It is a rectangular shape packed on a white paper and sold to different areas in Cebu and even to different parts of the Philippines. Highly recommended for pasalubong or snack during travels. Otap. The otap is an oval-shaped puff pastry that is about 4 to 6 inches long and about 2 inches wide. The surface of otap looks very crumpled and is sprinkled with sugar that has somewhat hardened on the otap. The crumpled look of the otap is what makes it very fragile and easily to break into bits of pieces when to bite it. Puto maya. Puto maya, a type of rice cake which originated from Cebu. It is made of glutinous rice, fresh ginger, and sweetened milk. Dried mangoes. You can easily find them anywhere in Cebu or in the places where they are most famous. They can also be found in supermarket, outside the church, karinderya, terminal store, or even along the highway where the bus passed by.
Magpadayon kita sa Cebu Artifacts. Rizaliana Museum, Cebu Museums. This museum is located inside the University of Southern Philippines, Lahug, which holds Dr. Jose Rizal's memorabilia, the country's national heroes, belonging were donated by his sister. University of San Carlos Museum. It preserves artifacts and specimens which are divided into 4 galleries. Spanish colonial period, ethnographic, archaeological, and natural science. Guadalupe Search Museum, Cebu Museum. It is located at the Guadalupe Parish Church, which is one of the big churches built in Cebu province. The parish was established on May 1, 1993. It houses and being named after the miraculous image of Our Lady of Guadalupe de Mexico, brought by Magellan in 1521. Devotees flocked the church. Fort San Pedro National Museum. Most of the artifacts being displayed at this museum are from the old Spanish galleon ship, San Diego, that sank in the deep of Fortune Island of the Nasugbo Coast, Batangas. Interesting and priceless artifacts include Ming porcelain, coins, lockets, cannon, helmets, and etc. Casa Gorordo Museum. This was the residence of the first Catholic Bishop of Cebu. It offers a short history of Filipino lifestyle between 1860 and 1920. It also displayed to the public an array of relics of the 18th century and collection of the prints and paintings. Cebu Normal University Museum is one of city museums that exhibit permanent collection of pre-Spanish era, Spanish era, the Philippines Revolution, Education Gallery, Natural History, and Art Gallery section that describes Cebu's progression in history. Cebu Metropolitan Cathedral Convent Museum. It is located across the street from the plain and modernized Cebu Metropolitan Cathedral. Close to the historic Perian district, it has survived all short of turmoils and has been utilized for various purposes. Cebu City Museum, Rizal Museum and Library. It showcases a collection of precious antiques donated by Cebu affluent and rich families and artworks of Cebuana artist painters. It has just being reopened after 4 years of renovation that cost millions of pesos.
The Carbon Market is the oldest and largest farmers market in the Cebu City and is a major tourist attraction. It is located in downtown Cebu City on Macbrones Street, Ermita Barangay, and it can be reached by most buses or jeepneys. In that area where sold include clothing and calamansi, basket from Bohol, fish, chickens, and tripe as well as souvenirs. The Carbon Market has a current leasable space of approximately 15,000 square meters comprised mostly of public market vendors. And the second one is the Colon Market. The most awaited Cebu City Night Bazaar, or the Colon Market, as famously known as by the Cebuanos, is back for the holidays. Bargains that are just perfect for holidays, gifts giving, and also self-giving awaits you at the Cebu City Night Bazaar.